installation and the path setting are not just post the one folder that one says. And Eclipse, how many people are now familiar with Eclipse? These two questions. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, these two questions just ask as a whole.
Okay.
They know the installation of the procedure of the Java and the path setting, and they know familiar with Eclipse or not.
Okay. Okay.
All the students wants response to that particular code. Okay. After getting the poll results, so many people are saying Eclipse Java is okay, but so many people are required Eclipse. Okay, we'll discuss Eclipse, how to download and how to configure. And some of the people also asking Java path setting also. First, we will discuss 2 minutes regarding Java path setting, and after that, we will move on to the Eclipse IDE. Meanwhile, anyone have any doubts? Just type in your chat window. We will discuss that one also. Girish sir, shall I continue?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can continue.
Okay, sir.
Great.
Thank you. Okay, the first, if you want to implement any Java programming, first we have to download the Java JDK, Java Development Toolkit. So this one we can find in Java website oracle.java/in.java. This is the proper URL for downloading the Java from JDK from Java. Oracle.com/in/Java. Once open this particular website, then we people get the link in rightmost corner, rightmost top corner, download Java. So whenever clicking this particular download Java, then this site will be redirected to one new web page. So in this page, we can identify JDK download. So whenever clicking on this particular JDK download, so this our download will be starts. If you moving to the down here, If you moving to the down here, then here there are the different types of JDK, where latest JDK versions are there. So whatever the operating system is available in your system, we have to download that particular operating system version only. For example, we people are using Linux environment, then we have to go for Linux package. If your people are using Mac OS, we people have to go download this particular Mac OS. Like that, if people are using Windows 64-bit environment, then we have to download this particular link. Once you download this particular, once you are clicking on this particular link, then the download will be started. Once download will be completed, you can find this jdk-14.0.1 underscore windows x64 underscore bin. This is the executable file of the JDK. So I think everyone, all of the CSIT students, we people know how to install the software. Just install this particular software, then your JDK installation will be successfully completed. Once JDK installation is completed, we have to set the path. This download procedure, once again I am saying, in this all the packages, we need to identify which operating system we are using in our system. So depending upon that particular operating system, we have to download JDK. Once download is completed, that download will be stored in our system, and after that we have to install this particular system. Just installation procedure is nothing, very easy. Just double click on that particular executable file. It asks to install in your system. So that installation procedure will be started. So everything will be done. If we click on as and next, and we have to specify the path where we have to store that particular operating system. In my system, I installed, once installation is completed, that Java will be stored in programming files. Here there is a new folder will be created. That one is the Java. Under Java, I have installed JDK 11 and JDK 14. That's why it is showing two different folders. We people are installed only one, which the version of the JDK, that particular version of the JDK folder will be available in your system. Then we have to choose JDK 14 folder, and we have to go for bin. Up to this, in C drive or D drive, in which drive you are selected while installing the Java, so that particular drive. After that, programming files, Java. Under Java folder, we have to identify JDK folder. Under JDK, we have to identify bin folder. Up to this, we have to copy this particular path, particular URI. So this is called Java path. Once your copying is completed, then just in your system, in my computer, right click on your my computer and select properties. Under properties, there is a one system, advanced system settings. In this advanced system setting, we have to choose advanced. In this advanced, we have to choose environment variables. See, once again, I am saying, in my computer, when you are clicking on right click on my computer and properties, there is a advanced system settings. Under advanced system settings, we have to choose advanced. Under advanced tab, we have to select environment variables. So in this environment variable, then a pop-up will be comes like this. In this environment variable, there are the two different types of environment variables are there: system variables and user variables. System variables means, if you set path here, in your system we have multiple users, all the users can access that particular software. If you are set a path for only user, this particular user can utilize that particular path uses. So here I already have the path variable. If the path variable not available in your system, you have to click on new, and we have to write in variable name is path, and variable name is path, and variable value is whatever the value you copied, that JDK installation bin folder, that one we have to paste here and click on OK. Then your path will be set. If your system is in your system already path variable is there, just click on edit. After edit, so already there I have three different types of path variables. If you want to add one more, new, and we have to copy that one. So after that, click on OK. So like this, we have to set path in your system. Clear? Still anyone have doubts? if anyone have doubts, just send a chat message. Okay, now we will move on to the next Eclipse environment. Why Eclipse IDE is required? Why Eclipse IDE required means, so before discussing this one, if people want to download just Eclipse, first eclipse.org website. In this eclipse.org website, just download button will be there in rightmost corner. Here also Eclipse we can download from this particular website. This is completely free, open source. Eclipse.org, under then right side topmost corner download button will be there. Just click on that particular download button. Once click on the download button, it will be redirected to download space. In the download page, we can download the Eclipse. There is an error is coming. Wait. So once clicking on the downloads page, you will get this particular link. Still the downloads, there is small error. Okay, so once clicking on that particular downloads, in the particular download button, and it asks to download the Eclipse exe file. So in Eclipse exe file, we can download and you can install directly. Otherwise, we can download Eclipse zip file, Eclipse JDK, sorry, Eclipse IDE zip file. So once click on Eclipse IDE zip file, then Eclipse will be downloaded as a zip format. So that one will comes like this, Eclipse zip file. So why I am suggest you people to download Eclipse in zip format. If you are installed in Eclipse in your system, it installed in some location. After that, if you people are upgraded something, means adding new packages or adding some other plugins to the particular Eclipse, later on you are unable to store that one as a single package. So again, later on your system is formatted. Again, we have to install Eclipse, and again we have to do the same process continuously. If you are downloaded Eclipse IDE in zip format, then just there is the no installation procedure required. Just we have to download the Eclipse and extract here, extract the particular zip file. Then Eclipse will be configured automatically. No need to install in your system again and again. So that is the advantage of the Eclipse. Why we need to go for Eclipse IDE? There are so many other IDEs are there. NetBeans is there, some other IDEs are there, so many IDEs are there. So why we need to go for Eclipse IDE means, Eclipse IDE is completely open source. I think NetBeans also, some people may say that one is also open source. That in NetBeans, if you want to go for some advanced features, then we have to purchase the particular and NetBeans advanced features. Completely NetBeans Pro version is not the open source. And another thing is Eclipse Pro version, everything is Eclipse is completely open source. In future, updates also completely open source. So that's why so many organizations are prefer Eclipse. Okay, and in Wipro organization also, in the Wipro organization, while we went to the Wipro officials also informed us to train the students using Eclipse only. So they also preferred only Eclipse. So that's why we are choosing Eclipse. So once Eclipse is download is completed, unzip the Eclipse. After that, Eclipse will be folder will be contains. These are the files. Just open that Eclipse icon, Eclipse application. Then Eclipse will be opened like this. So IDE means, why we need IDE means integrated development environment. So I think we people already know the Java. We people already studied Java programming in your regular BTech course. So in Java, while you are using implementing Java programs, we people have to write the Java program in Notepad. After that, we have to save that a particular file in some other location, in a specific location. After that, we have to open the command line interface. After that, we have to move to that particular command line interface and we have to compile the program. After that, we have to run the program. So this is the complete process we are following while implementing the Java programs generally. So if you are using IDE, Eclipse IDE or any other IDE, IDE means integrated development environment. So in this particular IDE, it provides the one environment to write the code and run the code and execute the compile the code and run the code. All the three steps will be in single location. So that is the use of the using IDE, integrated environment. So first, whenever you open the Eclipse, whenever you are opening the Eclipse application, it asks the workspace location. Workspace location means while whatever the programs you want to develop, so these all the programs in which location we have to store. So that path we have to specify here. Now I am specifying the path is under in D drive under PRP folder. I am creating one subfolder. That one is the demo programs. So under this demo program, so now path is showing in D drive PRP demo programs. So this is the demo program I'm selecting. So in that particular path, programs will be I given that is the path and launch. So before launch, this is the if you are giving here is the tick mark, then use this is the default and do not ask again means when next time onwards, whenever you are opening the this particular Eclipse, it's automatically chooses this particular path is the default path. Otherwise, it will be asked the next time ask the to specify the path. So once clicking on the launch, then it creates some default applications in that particular location. Once Eclipse is open, then it's that opening interface will be like this. So after that, this is the welcome message. It's showing the some of the welcome information. And just if you close on this one, then Eclipse environment will be looks like this. Please tell me again means which topic you want to repeat. So one of the Divya. So I received the message. Tell me again which topic we want to repeat. Opening of the Eclipse or some other. Okay. So once Eclipse is unzipped, so in this Eclipse application will be there. Just open that particular Eclipse application. Just double click on that particular Eclipse application. Now it asks the workspace. Workspace means whatever the Java programs you are writing, in which location we have to store all the Java programs. That location path we have to specify. So in which location in your system, in which location we have to store the programs. So that particular path we have to specify here. So that path we can browse and we can select that particular path and give the specify that particular path here. In this demo session, I am taking the path is in D drive and PRP folder. Under sub there I am creating one demo programs is the folder. I am specifying this is the my workspace. In this particular location I want to store all the programs. So if you are clicking on this one, by default all your programs will be stored in the particular location. Otherwise, if you want to give the different location for different programs, you can ask, do not make this one is the tick mark. That's it. And launch, then Eclipse will be open and your whatever the programs you are writing, that programs everything will be stored in demo programs. So once Eclipse is open, so it will becomes like this. This is the package explorer. That Eclipse environment will looks like this. So in this is the topmost row. Consider as the menu. So in this file menu and edit menu, sources and refactor, navigator, search, project, run, Windows and help. These all are the menus, and these are the some of the shortcuts to that particular menu. So in this menu, if you want to run, this is the shortcut run, and like that, these are the shortcuts. This is the project explorer. Project explorer means first thing, which type of project you want to implement. In Eclipse, we can implement multiple projects, either web application projects or core Java projects or Android application projects. Like this, different types of projects we can develop. So which type of projects you want to develop? First, that projects, all the projects will be displayed in this particular location. So another important thing is we have to go for preferences. So that preferences, open preferences, when you click on this particular preferences, so here some of the preferences, by default preferences are available here. Debug, Git, Java, Java browsing, Java type, planning, resource, team, synchronization, and XML. Like this, these are the different types of preferences are available. What is the difference? Preferences means this Eclipse environment need to perform which type of projects we have to select that particular preferences. For example, if you have selected Java is your preference. So sorry, perspective. Your perspective is Java. Then while writing your Java codes, it gives you some suggestions to which type of methods you want to write. And after that, when you are selected the method inbuilt, what are the variables are there, this type of suggestions will become regarding to Java. If you are giving XML suggestions will become. So your environment will be works for XML suggestions. If you are, for example, if you want to implement Android applications, then we have to add one of the Android plugin to this particular Eclipse. Then here will becomes Android. So Android preferences will be perspective will become. Now at present we have to use Java purpose, so we have to select Java, and Java will be selected here by default. After that, if you want to create new Java project, so right click on file and new. Under this there are so many new thing we can create. First step is we have to select new Java project. By default, first if you want to write any Java programs, we have to say make it that one as a one project. So that purpose we have to select new Java program. So here we have to specify the project name. Project name I am specifying sample PRP. I am giving project name is sample PRP. So this is the project name we have to specify, and after that this is the location that project will be storing location. By default it takes in which location you are opening that workspace, that location. After that, this is the very important thing. So here we have to choose executable environment. So where we have to execute your Java, this particular project. So this project we have to execute using which JRE. At present, I am set at JDK 14.0.1. We people already seen previously, so that's why that only one is available here. If you have JDK, some other JDK, that JDK will be displayed here. While compiling your project, we have to choose which JRE. So that one we have to specify here. After that, clicking on next. After that, see sample PRP is the project name. Under there is a one subfolder will be created by default. That one is the SRC. SRC means source directory. Source directory. So it will be created by default. And after that, you have to click on finish. Default application I am removing. Okay. So by default, this SRC is created and our all JREs are imported to this particular location. JRE library also comes to this particular location. Your SRC, this is the source folder, is created. If you check here, whatever the project you have created, sample PRP. So this is the sample PRP. Under this class path will be set and project path will be set and everything. This SRC folder holds your all class files, all Java class files, and all executable files will be stored in this particular bin folder. So like this, paths will be set automatically in Eclipse. So once this one is completed, just right click on this particular folder or right click on this particular project. Now create new class and create new class. So I'm giving class name is demo. Class name is demo. So while creating here in Eclipse provides so many shortcuts. So here I am specifying the class name is demo, and in this demo I want to make it as this class is the public static void main class of your project. So in your project you may create so many classes, but only one class contains the main method. So that one I want to make it as this one only. Demo class is the main. Then we have to make it this one is the tick mark public static void main into this particular class and finish. Then if you observed here, some of the code will be written automatically by Eclipse. So what is the first code is the class public class demo. This is the syntax. Class declaration is over. After that, main function also written automatically. So we no need to write this particular function. Public static void main string args. So this we people have to write yourself, but here it will be writes automatically. Now just we people already know printing the basic hello world. So that purpose we are writing system.out.println out.println. After that we are writing hello. So now our program is completed. Now we go to file and save. Otherwise there is a shortcut is Control S. Then it will be saved automatically. And after that we have to go for run field and you have to select run. Otherwise you can press Control F11, or there is a shortcut here. If you observe my mouse pointer, it is going to the run demo Java. If you click on that one also, then it will be executed automatically. And if you observe in bottom of your Eclipse here, there is the output will be printed here. So like this we can run the programs in Eclipse. Okay, for suppose we people are forget to write the main, select the main function while creating the class. You are forgotten, just class will be created like this. Now if you want to write main method, no need to type everything. Eclipse provides so many shortcuts. Main and control space. then it asks you want to write this main method or some other. So there are so many mains are there. So which main you want to select? I want to go for main method. Then once you are giving control space, after typing the main control space, it gives the all the suggestions you have to write. You have to select your right suggestion. Okay, now again system.out.println complete thing we don't need to write. So that one also it provides some of the shortcuts. So that one is SYSO. Just write on SYSO, SYSO and control space. Then it returns remaining syntax automatically. System.out.println. Once again I am telling SYSO and space. Then system.out.println will be automatically comes, and after that you have to write your logic hello. Okay, another important shortcut is, for suppose you return this one is in small letters. Now we want to convert this one into capital letters. All the string you want to convert into capital letters. Then Control Shift X. Then these letters will be converted automatically to capital letters. Whenever typing something in Eclipse, by default you are typed, for example, we typed all of in the small letters. Now after that you want to convert that one into capital letters, you have to select Control Shift X, select the particular text and press Control Shift X, then that one will be converted to capital letters. Now if you want to convert that one into small letters, Control Shift Y, then it will be converted to lowercase letter. By default it is the uppercase, now it is converted to lowercase. So if you want to convert anything, any string, lower to upper, lower upper to lower, then we have to choose. These are the shortcuts. Control Shift X is convert lower to upper, and Control Shift Y is convert upper to lower. Okay, so these are the another shortcut in Eclipse. For suppose I am declaring the three different variables A, B, C, and C equals to A plus B. I'm written like this. For this is the some example. So your program is written like this. It's not a properly aligned. Then there is a one more shortcut in Eclipse. We have to select entire code and Control Shift F. Then this alignments will be done automatically. For suppose, see once again. Or suppose your program is written like this, then you have to select Control A for selecting the entire code. After that, Control Shift F. Then it aligns your code is properly with indentation. So it will be select. It will be make your code is properly visible. So it will be allocated, entire code will be properly. That is the shortcut is Control Shift F. So this is the shortcut we have to follow for align the. For suppose C is using declaration and here three different places. I want to change this C to sum in these three places. So if you are doing manually, this is it will be difficult. If it is three places, okay, you can do. In your entire code, if you are using in your entire code, for suppose 30 places or 50 places are there, in which place you are giving, in which variable name you don't know. So if you want to make it all are uniquely, all are at a time, if you want to change, so at the time there is a one more shortcut. You have to select that particular variable name and control shift R. Then we have to make it as a new one. Okay, at present I am declaring only variable. If you are using any methods, at the time only it will be work. So all the matching items are not displaying here, so it will be not there. In next example I will explain that one. So once this part we called as a, this one is the completely, we say this one is the coding part. Here we have to write the all the codes. If you want to new class, we have to create again here, go for SRC and create new class. If you want to create new package, we have to select depending upon the your wish. So whatever the things you required, we have to click. I'm giving demo2 class. So demo2 class will be created here, and here we are not selected main. So main was not coming here. So like this, we can use the Eclipse. So if you observe in our project directory, so in demo programs we are giving sample PRP under SRC folder. So whatever the Java files we created, all Java files will becomes here automatically. So your all files will be stored in this particular location. All class files will be stored in bin folder. So everything will be automatically, arrangement will be done in Eclipse. Up to this, everyone clear? Still anyone have doubts? Just type in chat menu, in chat box. Still anyone have any doubts? Type in chat box, then we will move on to the next topic. If it is Eclipse is clear, then we will move on to the our regular PRP work. Why I am explaining Eclipse means we people have to implement our projects, PRP projects in Eclipse only. Okay, no more doubts. Okay, now if you moving to the, now we are moving to the next topic. I think everyone have your PBL accounts. Once log into your PBL account, there is a one dashboard is there. In topmost, my profile and dashboard and daily notes and logout, these are the fields are available. While clicking on dashboard, sorry, my session is expired. I am relogging. Okay, maybe temporarily some problem is there. No problem. Okay. So this is your first project. We'll discuss this project is later, and we'll come to the logic building mechanism. So what is the logic building means? In Eclipse PRP equipment, there is a two different types of exams are available. So one is multiple choice questions and another one is logic building programs. So these are the two different types of tests we people have to face for milestone 1 and milestone 2 and milestone 3 and final exam also. There are the four different types of exams will be conducted to you. First one is a milestone 1. I think this one will be in first of the July or second of the July, maybe we people have milestone 1, and after that milestone 2, and after that milestone 3, and final milestone will be there, that is the grand milestone. That grand milestone will be conducted by Wipro PRP direct persons. These remaining 3 milestones will be done through online. Okay, the first milestone or second milestone or third milestone, each and every milestone have the two different types of texts. First test is logic building, second test is multiple choice questions, MCQ questions. So these two tests will be done in each and every milestone. MCQs will be asked depending upon the topics. So what are the topics we are covering with the PBL app available, that all the topics will be covered by MCQs. While coming to the logic building, this is completely programmatic exam. So here they ask the logical programs, different types of logical programs. 2 or 3 programs they will ask. We have to write the programs and we have to submit, and they have some test cases. They will check that particular test cases and they will evaluate your program depending upon that particular test cases, and they will give the marks directly. So these are the very important. Each and every milestone, if you are absent for any one milestone, you are not eligible for Wipro PRP drive. We must participate all 3 milestones. All 3 means 3 different milestones, 6 different exams, 3 MCQ exams, 3 logic building exams. While coming to the logic building exams or MCQ exams, they conduct using different platform, that is the Metal platform. So in this, while coming to the logic building, so here some of the example programs they specified. Basic logic building programs. The first basic example program, I think everyone already know. Write a program to accept n and print whether it is positive or negative or 0, and write a program to accept 2 numbers and print the greater than of the which number is greater. These are some basic logic programs they specified. We are moving to the down. So these are the different programs. Yeah, I'm directly moving to the down. Okay, while coming to the here, they are giving some of the practice Metal links. These are the practice logic building exams, logic building questions. So these are the basic questions. While moving to the next, that difficulty level will be increased. Then how to write the programs in Metal, we will discuss. That one is now. So okay, the first one is given number is even or odd. So this is the first question I'm checking. So this is the link they provided to practice this particular program. How they are asking how they will conduct the logic building exams means this is the process. All the students must follow this particular process. So just right click on this particular link and copy link address and type that one in the new window and press enter. So then it will becomes like this. Environment will becomes like this. Clear? After that, clicking on launch text. We people also practice one by one, same thing. I think that web location PBL, everyone logged into your PBL app or not? If it is not, I'm sending the link through chat box. Just everyone open that particular link. Practice the Metal, how to execute. Just now I sent it the Metal demo link. Just click on everyone to that particular Metal demo link. And now I think everyone will be visible that Metal interface. After that, click on launch test. So whenever clicking on launch test, then one new pop-up will become. So this one will be completely occupy your entire screen, this particular pop-up. Here, one thing we people have to remember, if this is the demo test, so they are not giving any restrictions. While writing the exam, if anyone is clicking minimize this particular window or try to open some other window, once you are moving out of from this particular window to some other window, automatically it will give one warning. If you have received three warnings, your exam will be submitted with 0 marks. So that is the first thing we people have to remember. And next one is, okay, I can minimize once and I will comes after 5 minutes or 10 minutes like that. Then they have only 10 seconds of the time. If you are minimize the window, within the 5 to 10 seconds, if you are not maximize, it will be closed automatically. It will not give the 3 warnings also. So that is the another important thing we people have to remember. So once the window is maximized, we must use that window only. There was no way to change the window from one location to another location. So once launch test will be clicked, that new window will be opened. In that, there is the next keyword is there. Clicking on next. After that, there is the instructions will be there. Clicking on. After reading the instructions, clicking on proceed. After that, it asks the sum of the fields. Give me your mail ID and your name and employee ID and location. And click on the checkbox, terms and condition. Remaining things no need to give. Contact number and gender and country, these things are not required at present. The main exam, all the fields we have to specify properly. And mail ID, PBL, registered mail ID only we have to specify for main exam. For demo exam, you can give your Gmail or some other thing, anything is okay. Demo, they will not check that is the registered mail ID or not a registered mail ID, anything, they will not check anything. The main exam, people must use Wipro PRP registered mail ID only. Otherwise, you are unable to start the exam. Once clicking on next, it asks to start the test. Once you are started the test, there is a how to attempt, how to write the process, that one will be displayed here. And when you clicking on next, here in rightmost topmost corner, there is a timer, how much time is left to write the program. And next, this is the question description. So what is the question, what is the rules we have to follow, everything will be written here. Entire question description will be there. After that, here we have to select the language, and here we have to write the code. So this is the code we have to write, and this is the language selection. So in previously also, while writing the milestone 1 and milestone 2, they provided different types of language. Which language you are familiar, we can select. If you want to familiar with Python, you can select Python. If you are familiar with C, we can select C. If you are familiar with Java, we can select Java. So previously, in last year also, milestone 1 and milestone 2, they provided different language support. But in final exam, they provided only Java. Why they given like that, we also don't know. They fixed to write program in Java only. They provided only Java compiler only. Other compilers are not provided. At present, in testing, present also they are providing all the compilers. The final exam they will provide all the compilers or not, we don't. So that thing there was no guarantee to say we can prepare. Java is sufficient. Java is mandatory. Other languages they will give chance or not, we don't. Okay. So once clicking on this particular, see here, this is the question, is even or not. Write a function to find whether the given input number is even or not. So this is the program. So here, when you are choosing this particular language, whatever the packages are required, case will comes automatically. And if you observe, some background darkness will be there. So here class name and function name is fixed. So this one you unable to, no need to change. This one is the mandatory, that is the restricted area. If you are changed that one, your program will not execute. So wherever they're given, write the code here. So here onwards we have to write our logic. From here onwards too, you have to write our logic. Write a function to find whether the given input number is even or not. So I think everyone know the logic. If see in this function itself, they are passing one variable name. That one is the input one. We have to use, this is the input one contains the input variable. So we have to check that variable. Same thing, input one. Then so what the question syntax? Given number is even, then function should return 2, else it should return 1. So it return 2. Else return 1. So this is the logic. Once program writing is completed, so if you feel this one is the uncomfortable, then we have to, there is a shortcut here. When you are clicking on this one, that entire window will be displayed your project code. So if you require calculators, everything is provided for demo sessions, but main exam they may not provide. So once this one is writing code is completed, we have to, if you observe rightmost corner bottom, there is a compile and test. So once compilation process is started, here it will be displayed compiling in process, and it checks all the test cases. Yes, it passes all the test cases. So everything is okay. For suppose if you are forgot to give input 1 in place of input, we given like this, compile and test. There is an error is displayed. So we must follow whatever the input variable is specified, that particular input variable, and compile and run. Once compilation is completed, for suppose there is an error is coming, output error, then we can check as you give manual input, user input, and use my test case value input is I want to give 24. I want to check that one is the, what is the output is coming. I am giving that input is 24. I am running with my own test cases. Yeah, input is I am giving, actual output is required 2, it's giving 2. So that is the even number. So that's where output is giving 2. So everything is fine. Then finally we have to rightmost topmost corner, there is a finish test is there. Click on finish test. Yes, finish the test. Then your test will be saved. Then there is a report. You can see the report here and overall summary. Here there is only one program is there. So that one program out of 40 marks are there. So in your milestone exams, they will give 2 or 3 programs. Then they will check with that 3 programs, different test cases and different ways, and it calculate the final score. Any doubts? Once run metal, everyone. Okay. I am giving one more link practice. So that is the sum of the last digits of the 2 given numbers. I want to display that sum of the last digits of the given number. All the students once practice that one. Same thing, open that particular link. If anyone have any doubts regarding metal uses, ask me now. We will not provide one more demo session for metal. This is the only session. We will not provide again demo session how to execute. All the links are available in your PBL links, PBL app only. So at present that PBL account service is not working. In that PBL app, if you are logged into the PBL app, there is a logic building menu is there. Just click on that particular logic building and it provides the logic building practice links. So in this, there are the 30 different links are there. They provided 30 different links. All the students will have to practice these all links. One by one, we people have to practice all the links. If we moving on to the down, we are getting the difficulties of the program. Yeah, website is opening. Today morning also I've opened properly. Just now I'm facing the problem. Yeah, now it is open again. So once opening the Wipro website, if you observe, this is the logic building our plan M1. Logic building our plan M1. We have to click on this particular link. Then it will be open like this. One PDF will be open like this. And in this PDF have the all the programs, logic building programs, practice. So practice, everyone practice the all the programs and save it in your system. And later they will ask to collect the programs. So this is the logic building questions. And another one is in Java fundamentals. My session is expired. Everyone practiced the second link. Sum of last digits of the number. So in this program, They are specified input 1 and input 2. They are the two variables. So input 1 contains one digit and input 2 is contains another number. So in these two numbers, we have to identify the last digits and we have to sum of these two last digits. I'm taking two variables L1 comma L2. L1 equals to input 1 percentile 10. I'm doing modular function with 10 to get the last digit and storing that one into L1, and L2 equals to input 2 modular function with 10. I'm adding these two and returning to the L1 plus L2, compiling the program. Okay. So if you observed here, listen students, if you observed here, in my program, all the test cases are passed except two. Test case 6 and 5 is failed. Remaining all are passed. Again, now I'm moving to the source code. So this one is correct. Why it is failing the test cases? We have to check it now. Okay, if it is negative number, then only we have to take it as a positive. Check. I mean, checking with negative numbers, then what is the expected output? Output is coming to this particular program. We will check it first. See, if I given number is minus 267 and minus 154, then output is coming minus 11. But what they are expecting, if it is negative number only, we have to make it as the absolute value. Positive number is required, 11 is required, but our program is returning minus 11. So we have to change it. So I think everyone already know. There is a keyword ABS, absolute value I am taking. Okay. By default, ABS package will not be there. I think math. I'm giving package name math.abs. Yeah, now it is coming properly. Now I am running with that Wipro text cases. Yeah, now it is passed all the test cases. If you observe now, it is passed all the test cases. So further, we have to read the entire question is properly. So what they are expecting? They are expecting, note they specified the sign of the input number should be ignored. Sign of the input number should be ignored. So that's why previously we got the error. Now whenever you are using ignoring the sign, then we are getting the proper value and we are passing all the test cases. While you are writing the program, if you are not passing all the test cases, you will not get all the marks. For example, one program have 10 test cases and 40 marks question, that one. Then each test case have the 4 marks. So if your program is passed only 6 test cases, you will get 6 into 4 is your marks. So how many test cases you are passing, that number of marks you will get. So that is the another important thing we people have to remember. Everyone practiced? Any doubts? Just once practice, everyone is practice is completed. All the students respond. Any doubts? So these are the basic programs. So we will not have any doubts, no problem. While moving to the day 5, up to day 5 is the easy. Up to day 6 onwards, your day 6, your regular lab programs. Given number is prime or not, factorial of the number, nth Fibonacci, nth prime number. So these are your regular lab programs. And day 7, also your regular lab programs only, prime numbers in the specified range, all the digits, unique digit count. And day 8 is also okay. Day 9 and day 10 have the little bit difficult programs. We people have to solve all the programs one by one. Out of these all programs, any program we people have any doubt, ask me, mail me anytime. I will help you, no problem. So once you have commenting on these all programs, then we can write any program using logic building. Clear, everyone? Still any doubts? Anyone? For using the metal, anyone have any facing any problem? Once practice, then only we will get the any problem. So why I am instructing you to practice metal means we people have to write exam using metal only. If you have any doubts in metal, ask me now. Your milestone exam will be done. What is your problem in PBL lab? And another important thing we people have to remember, once change your browser and log in again, or uninstall your existing browser and install the browser again and run it once. Which browser you are using? The Wipro website maintaining 120 or 150 seconds. If you are in idle, then it automatically your session will be expired and we have to relog in again. I think 120 or 150 seconds only they are allowing to make it your website is idle. After that, they will ask to relog in. Once uninstall your Chrome and install it and try again. Try again. I will check it. Otherwise, if you feel your account is that particular problem, ask your friend's account once, login in your system and check it. If your friend's account is working properly, then we will ask to Wipro people. Otherwise, we have to think about your browser. Clear? Okay. In each and every topic, Wipro people provides one of the projects. In your first Java fundamentals, this is your project. This project we people have to do. So what is the first project is, we have to store this data using arrays only. And after that, there are the two different types of arrays. One is employee details, another one is designation details. These are the arrays. And we have to follow the salary calculation using basic plus HRA plus DA minus IT, income tax. Like this, we have to calculate the salary. And whenever user passes the employee ID, if that employee ID is available, that results will be displayed like this. Otherwise, that employee ID will not exist. Like this error message I have to display. We people have to write this is the Java program and submit it as early as possible. All the programs, projects we people have to implement and store in your system. We must store in your system all the projects. Once Wipro people will give the one link to upload all your projects. At the time, we people have to upload your projects. So they will give one separate link to upload the projects. So at the time, we people have to upload all the projects. So Java fundamentals have one project. Oops inheritance have one project. Like this, each and every topic have one projects. We people have to do the all the projects. In this Java fundamentals, this is the project. Now site is little bit slow. We have to wait for some patience. How many of you started the doing projects, Wipro projects? Anyone started? Anyone implemented this project? Okay. So once clicking on this Java fundamentals, so it is coming mini project. So this is the project. Now I am opening, and after that topics to learn in this Java architecture, Java basics and flow control statements like this. Whenever open this particular each and individual topic, so if you observe, there are some assignments are there. We have to do this particular assignments. For suppose we people did these three assignments and select these three assignment statuses are completed and update completion status. Click on this update completion status. Why I am saying this one means Wipro people will monitor all your assignments status. Wipro peoples will monitor all your assignment statuses. So in this, in your dashboard, it contains how many assignments you are completed and how many assignments are not completed. Each and every student will have that particular. in your dashboard, it contains how many assignments you are done till now. They will monitor each and every one accounts, how many everyone doing assignments are not properly. So we people are start doing assignments now onwards. All are the small assignments only. Once completed, just click on status is completed and update the status. Like this, we people have to do it. Clear? Still anyone have any doubts? Students, anyone have any doubts regarding PBL app or Metal link, Metal tool? Okay. So still anyone have any doubts later on while doing practice? While doing your practice, anyone have any doubts? Just make me mail me. I will clear your doubts. So actually at present there is some problem is there. Morning it works properly. At present is giving server. Maybe the server is updating. Something is happening. Just try evening and after that if you have same problem, intimate me. I will check it. Okay. At present it is giving some problem. They are updating the PBL app maybe. If the service unavailable error message is coming at present. So once try afternoon or evening and we will still we will get the same problem. We will intimate our Wipro faculty. Okay. So now I will share some more Metal links to you. I will send through Classroom all the Metal links and practice that Metal links and submit it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. If anyone have any doubts, ask me. Otherwise, we will close the session. Okay. Thank you. We are closing the session.